The speaker system in the room, however, seems largely intact.
All right. Well, then that's
Some of the wiring needs to be replaced. It's been chewed in some places.
easily fixed.
Exactly. Just a little bit of scrap, one might say. The stereo though is another matter.
In what way?
Just that you would have to replace most, if not all, of the parts.
Well, it looks like Silas goes on a scrapping run. If the intercom system is fucked, he's gonna salvage whatever he can from that across the ship. Got similar components. They had speakers, they had buttons and electricity and wiring, and he is gonna cannibalize it all.
All right.
So he can get his ballroom up and going.
All right. So, I mean, you can spend quite a bit of time scavenging through this stuff, but
yeah, I just like to imagine it's something that he does, for a good chunk of the day over the next few days to come.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever, like, in all of the other scenes that we have or whatever, there's always, if he's not a part of it, there's always this moment where you see Silas in the background. Just
I'll put you in there. Don't you fret.
Unscrewing something from a wall, reaching his hand in the wall, fucking tearing out a handful of wires.
In fact, as you are going through the intercom, as you are spooling some wire, sort of up in the ballroom still, you gotta. What are you doing, Silas?
Turn around. Who's talking to me?
Tim.
Well, I am getting a little bit of a something together, a little bit of a surprise, but well, let me be the first to invite you, and he'll like rummage through his pack and grab out one of his, maybe few at this point finished invitations to the end of the Journey Gala. I handed the paper.
Can you describe to me what you've done on this invitation?
Yeah, I mean it's stylish, so it's like very rigid and very formal, and
He almost can't hear you at all, brother. Come back to us.
I'm not in a different room.
Oh no.
I'm right here.
I think you're good now.
Yeah, it seems kind of fixed.
My internet's been a little. I've dropped once or twice here recently, during the session, but it's in classic Silas fashion. It's meticulous and ordered. No fluff or anything like that. That's nice, bold, blocked lettering, invitation at the top, and then it kind of just goes into, join us all on the last day to kick back and relax one last time and cement our camaraderie before we venture off into the unknown and possibly to the battle of our lives. Yeah, to that nature. And then gives the date and time for the last day. Starting in the early afternoon.
All right. Well, this is quite the invitation.
Yeah, I thought it might be nice to, get everyone together and, have a toast, have some nice food, and just have one last little reprieve before we get into whatever we get into.
Well, I'll certainly be there, I suppose. Ain't gonna be nowhere else.
That was my thought. Yeah, I'm just getting a little something ready for it. So I'm, doing what I can with the ship. With the captain's approval, of course.
Yeah, of course, of course. This is, guess I look forward to your hard work.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, if you got any tech scrap you'd like to donate, it'd go a long way towards setting up a little bit of the extra special fun stuff. I'm thinking disco ball, I'm thinking sound system, I'm thinking music, but, that's all sort of still in the works.
Well, I do happen to be sort of a old tech man myself. I do have quite a bit of scrap, but I do use it for quite important, materials in my work.
Yeah, may as well, but I'm finding what I can. I mean, if you're bored and want to help me out, you're more than welcome to.
I could have a look at it, but what are you trying to do?
Well, I was thinking, there's that AV closet little room over there, and I'm trying to get that all dried out and whatnot. And I'm gonna, tear the components out of that, salvage what I can, get a speaker system set up. I mean, really, the main goal is just to be able to play music while once the party starts. So
I got an old Walkman.
has it got some music on it?
I got discs.
All right. Well, I'll lean my creation toward accepting discs, and perhaps you could use them and share your music with everyone.
Well, I was just thinking if you've already got, if you seem like you got some sort of speaker system here.
Yep. I was just kind of getting that all pulled out and figuring out what I could and couldn't use. A little bit of the wiring needs to be replaced, a few other things.
I'm thinking you could probably just take my Walkman and hook it up to some sort of sound system.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't usually work that way as much as I've used it, but I suppose I feel like between the two of us, we could probably finagle something.
Well, that might be a fun little project.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice diversion for the way there. I didn't take you for a man of the old ways necessarily. I guess old ways is a bad way of putting it, but it's just sort of strange to work with the odds and ends from the past.
I used to be a professor, and I taught, mostly general classes in school, but I did a little bit of my training and understudying with some more of the technological side of things back then. I mean, I've adapted that quite nicely, and nowadays I can create all sorts of Pokeballs and various little knickknacks we find useful.
Oh, absolutely, that's excellent. I was a civic engineer.
Oh, all right, excellent.
So
that's some tough work.
And mostly construction, architecture, but never designed anything myself. That was always my dream.
Well, let's start little and design a sound system together then.
I'm all in.
Now I'm thinking, and he starts pointing around. If we could salvage some other speakers from around the ship, perhaps in the intercom systems. I know they've got them, but they're not really working.
Mm-hmm.
We could put one up there, up over there, string them all together, have some sort of central control station here, and it could be a good time.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to build something that's gonna take the whatever input or the auxiliary input of the Walkman.
I imagine that's mostly just a matter of wiring. So,
Yeah, we probably just have to take a. Well, we're gonna have to create. That's the thing. I think we're gonna have to create the wiring ourselves. Given I don't want to really take the Walkman apart.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep that intact, and let's just try and create something to plug in.
I've got some additional. I've got like an additional auxiliary plug that we could utilize, but that's not gonna have the. It's not gonna have the wiring in it. We're gonna have to mesh it ourselves.
Well, it'd be a good start, and then we branch it off from there.
Yeah. Well, you guys will go over. You guys will work on that for quite a bit.
Yep.
He takes you through some of this stuff. You're quite impressed with some of the bits, the odds and ends he has. Very eclectic stuff, like very MacGyver in feel and tone to what he's doing.
Okay.
Although there's a variety of computer chips, parts, wiring, a variety of different tensiles. I mean, his stash is quite beautiful, Dr. Silas.
Indeed.
Spent a lot of time looking over it, eyeing his odds and ends. And building that stuff together. At some point, Dr. Silas, do you go down for lunch?
Yeah.
All right. You see the two of them sitting over there having lunch together, kind of huddled.
You go join them. Afternoon.
Afternoon, Doctor.
Doctor.
What are both y'all up to today?
I was just running Asakura here through some occult knowledge.
Oh, some of that hocus pocus you do.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, even hocus pocus is valuable in today's time with all the wild Pokemon about. So.
Oh yeah, it's pretty relevant now. It's the only reason I got into it. Knowing my situation, but.
Yeah. I mean, you tell me that you were getting into that stuff before all this Pokemon nonsense, and I would have just kind of. Well, it would have been a little silly. But, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into, I suppose. But it's different now.
Yeah. But, I do have some news for you, I guess.
Oh?
So, I talked to you about Frank, right?
Yeah, you mentioned him.
Yeah, we just had lunch with him, not too long ago. And, well, I may have cut him a deal.
Oh?
Or at least, I told him that I might be able to get you to give him a little bit of knowledge about the technology he's working with so he could show off to other people in the maintenance bay.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
And we're going to meet him around dinner, but I was hoping we could leverage that as a favor from him and get in there, use it to get in there.
Yep, sounds good. I'd love to help out another person on this ship, he says as he looks around. Very clearly being vague.
Well, sure. Any progress on your other stuff going on here?
I think it was Tom, one of them, the not weird one.
The one that you can actually hold a conversation with, yeah.
Yeah. He's helped me out with the sound
Tim.
system, so that should be nice. Tim, yeah.
Picture Tom just singing in the cafeteria all day too.
No, he wanders around. You gotta see him standing in hallways sometimes.
Is it that
Uh.
creepy, kind of weird kind of wandering, though, where it seems like he doesn't have a direction and then he'll just stop and stare off at something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I'll meet you all down here for dinner.
Sounds good.
I think I'll let you two handle the. If you guys are actually going to go into the. Are you guys planning on going into the maintenance room tonight?
It all depends on what Frank wants to do.
Alright. If you guys do that, I think I will go my own way, because I think the more people, that will just gravitate more attention.
I don't know what you're talking about, officer. We're just helping out a fellow person on the sea.
Sure. Well, I don't know anything about engines or computers or anything about technology, so I wouldn't be a help. But ask me something about ghosts, and maybe I'll know something now.
Yeah, you might still be better off asking me about the ghosts. But
No, we gotta quiz him. I mean, what's the shape of a ghost, officer?
Multiple?
Wow. Can't believe this. Even I knew the answer.
The shape of a ghost, then.
Fade to black.
It's all new things to me, okay?
well, the correct answer is that ghosts have no distinct solid shape to begin with.
Except for your little friend.
I suppose.
That's less of a ghost, though, and more of a Pokemon.
Well, that's the only way ghosts are real. They're not actually real.
No.
Tom is behind him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Where do you think ghosts come from?
It's just another shape that. Whoa, shit. Hi. I mean, I imagine it's just another shape that the Pokemon assume. Maybe they saw it in a book or something.
Hmm.
Or they tried to take some sort of corporeal form, but when they were forming what type of Pokemon they were, or however that nonsense works, perhaps it just, didn't stick, and it just became a ghost, and he holds up hand quotes of what it was trying to be.
Tom shakes his head.
He doesn't understand, Tom.
You
No, he
deny the evidence you already know.
I don't got a single piece of evidence that ghosts are real. Ghosts that are not Pokemon. Or
a shame.
Pokemon related or Pokemon adjacent.
He starts wandering away, staring at the wall. A shame, the man of science.
When he's out of earshot. Now, Doctor,
Yeah.
I bet you before we met Lily, you would think that psychics weren't real. Or some mumbo jumbo.
You're right, but we also know how them types of people are created, so it's just another anomaly of the Pokemon incident and an alteration of the DNA combined with the light waves.
You think she's just another experiment?
Probably. She was Oak's daughter.
Yeah, she doesn't. Don't go throwing that information around in front of her, though. She's not very keen on that idea. Just kind of in denial about it, but that's why she ran away from me the other day.
What if she didn't? What if she did have these powers before? What if Professor Oak never did this to her?
That would be pretty surprising.
And before
Okay.
you found out, you thought your powers were natural too. But we all know the truth on that as well. It was just something created.
When did we decide that?
Back at Bill's.
I don't remember coming to that conclusion at all.
I specifically explained how your DNA has been accurately and correctly fused with the quote unquote photonic DNA.
That is incorrect.
Is
Her
it?
DNA is being mutated.
Okay, mutated.
It is Damien's. Well, no, that's a distinct difference, as her DNA is continuing to mutate.
Right. But it's not. It's
Whereas
not her
Damien's DNA is spliced and altered cleanly with Pokemon DNA.
Yeah.
I've been spliced.
But the origin of her mutation is the photonic stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't remember discussing that at all.
But yeah,
I've been
I
playing.
told you weeks ago.
I've been playing Asakura. That she still thinks that this has nothing to do with the professors or anything.
I
mean-
explained this weeks ago.
Well, you also said it was different. You also said it was different than Damien's blood, so it could still be
It is
not
it
the
is good.
professors.
It is just like a shitty box.
Yeah, I think you can continue to play that you don't believe the same thing. I don't think that's
Believe whatever you
unrealistic.
want. Yeah, this is just what Silas is saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell you what to think and believe.
Well, you have no proof that the professors did anything to me.
Okay.
All right.
Silas just reminisces on all the times that she had Asa in his lab.
So, Dr. Silas, you go back about your work
Uh-huh.
with Tim. Oscar, are you doing anything interesting with your afternoon?
Does Surge walk back through or something?
I mean, yeah, he comes in for 2 lunches.
Ah. Second lunch. At some point, when I see him again, at some point I'll walk away from. I'll be like, well, that was a lot to take in, Damien. Thank you for working with me.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna walk away and let you do your thing. Whatever you're doing down here. I kind of have an idea what he's doing down here now, but he hasn't yet told me, so I'm just like, you're doing something. I'll let you just leave it be.
I mean, all the context clues were there to figure it out.
Oh
so,
yeah,
I mean, it's not-
yeah. I think she's like figured it out, but she's just like, is that what he's doing? He's just watching this door all day. I'd probably walk over to Surge. Hey, Surge.
Oh! Greetings, Asakura. It's good to see you again.
How are you doing today?
I'm well. Greetings. Greetings!
I've seen.
They all stand as you sit at the table.
Have you guys been working out all day?
Guess as well as like there's anything else to do.
True. Not much to do.
Mar shakes his
I
head.
guess.
Just
guess
want to
that
fight
means-
Pokemon with these bare hands.
Well, that'll be coming in a couple days.
Yes, we look forward to the battle. This is Surge. How are you doing? Staying prepared?
Oh, yeah. Just hanging out with my team.
yes.
Have you
your
guys
team.
have you guys ever fought any bloody Pokemon before?
Kansas. Ah, the bloody Pokemon. We have seen small ones. We have seen big ones. We've seen ones that pretended to be humans.
You've seen. So, in my experience, bloodied Pokemon always get bigger. You've actually seen ones that got smaller?
Surge. Yeah, she says, oh no. They do whatever they can. It's this. They just become warped in some way that makes them far more potent. We've seen a
Gotcha.
variety of situations with the bloodied Pokemon, and we've seen that as they continue to eat more and more people, they gain more and more powers.
Oh, duly noted. That's actually information I did not know. I just assumed they always got bigger and learned to speak in some weird fashion.
There's not.
Three that.
It's best not to listen to what they say.
Oh, true.
Some of them
I-
are extremely manipulative. You can fall into a trap.
You don't have to tell me that twice. I've had a. Let's just say I hear more than what most people do. Since we have so much free time, when would you like to have a drink with me and a friend sometime?
It looks to you.
All three of you guys could join.
All three of us, or you and one friend?
Well,
Not that I hold the conventional ideas of dating and masculinity, but it just seems like at some juncture one of us will begin to feel like a fifth wheel.
I could try to convince another friend. I know two lovely ladies.
Ken says, I need a woman who can fight with her hands!
I know the perfect girl for you.
A strangler in the sheets! And a strangler on the streets!
And Kent's a choker.
You do you, Ken. You do you.
Thank you! There's no need to kick shame here! We're all emotionally open enough!
The secret is he's the one who wants to be choked.
That's right, Ken. It's okay that you like to be choked in bed.
Up in the middle of. Imagine this guy standing up in the middle of this cafeteria, like ripping his shirt off and just fucking screaming.
Yeah, he does. That's absolutely what happens. Ken, or Serge pats a hand on his back. He says, "You're right, Ken. None of us judge you for being submissive. Ken is into what he's into.
Wonderful.
Makes Kent a whole man."
So what night are you guys free then?
Serge says, I mean, pretty much any night.
How about tomorrow night then? I have to talk to my two friends and see if they would like to join me. I'll ask them tonight and then maybe tomorrow night.
Sounds like a good idea, though. Who are your two friends? Since, I mean, I don't mean to be blunt, but we're all on a boat, and I know everybody here.
The Oak sisters.
Oh God, poor Lily.
Poor Lily, indeed.
Lily has already agreed. Lily has already agreed to this plan.
The Oak Sisters. That's interesting companions.
Well, like I said, just have some drinks. We doesn't have to go anywhere else.
I didn't mean sexual companions. I apologize. I know our open sexuality can make it feel as if the three of us are often flirting with you in some manner, but it's more an emotional openness that we share and inhabit
some
in this
reason-
space.
But for some reason, I feel like Daisy would love to choke one you out.
Well, I'm not really into that, but Kent would certainly. Your hands, no, neck requires hands.
All right. Well, I'll let you know tomorrow morning, and I'm going to go speak with them tonight. Okay? Are you guys fine with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one is that?
Lamar.
Okay.
I gotta get my Surge a little more. I think my Surge is gonna have a little more pizzazz to it. This will be Surge.
Gotcha.
We'll see you
All right.
tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow. And then I'll just go on my way, let them have their second lunch. And then my intention is to talk to those two tonight at some point. Lily's already agreed to this plan somewhat. But now I gotta try. I think Daisy will be fine with this plan.
Damien, you and the doctor await Frank at dinner time. Or rather, that was the plan, correct, the two of you?
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, Damien, I think Asa's a little in denial.
That's what it sounds like.
I mean, as terrible as what happened to you was and is, at least you come to terms with it.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard not to come to terms with it when you know, you know you were called into your father's lab midnight after night.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
I mean, how would someone like her, even come to be without experimentation?
That is my thought precisely.
Unless, I mean, somehow, and don't get me wrong on this, but some kind of human had some. Maybe I haven't gone too far. Maybe I should, keep that thought to myself. Never mind. if we're listening to them over there, maybe king shaming is something we should be doing.
You know, each their own.
Although I don't think I would do that with a Pokemon. Well, I know I wouldn't do that with a Pokemon.
I mean, she's already hugging and cuddling all up on him, so.
The door to the maintenance bay opens and Frank comes through. He strides through confidently, looks across, sort of pulls up his pants around his belly.
Saved by the Frank.
What's up?
That what'd you say?
I apologize. I just didn't hear what Navar said.
I just said saved by the Frank.
Ah, yes. As he looks across the cafeteria and seeing you, Damien, he throws you a hand.
I give him a nod.
Full hand tears it off. There's that.
I give him a wave.
Yeah, he goes to get his food.
Yeah, so this is Frank. This is the guy I was talking about. Um,
I think everything makes a whole lot of sense now.
yeah, I guess he's pretty misogynistic. I mean, just kind of don't let him rub you the wrong way, and just let him just know that we're trying to use him a bit here. You know, just keep him happy. But I mean, you know all about that kind of stuff, right? I'm not tell you that stuff.
Indeed, despite the fact that his physical presence has already rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, just never mind.
As he's scratching his back, like just below the pant line.
How uncouth.
Standing in line waiting for his food.
Yeah, I guess
As he
so,
approaches.
yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You're good, brother. Hold on, you were just sounded very strange for a moment.
'Cause I was walking up my stairs.
Ah, I see.
Now on my stairs, it always kind of cuts a little bit.
He comes over to you guys with a plate full of pierogies. He got himself a salad though too. And a
How many
beer.
packs? How much ranch or how much dressing do you put on a salad?
Oh,
How many
it-
croutons?
oh, there's ranch and croutons and bacon bits.
Ah, the salad. How's it going, Frank?
I can't complain, kid. Who's the mook?
This is the guy I was talking to you about. The guy that make you look like a big shot in there.
Ah, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
This is
Frank.
Yeah, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Same. Dr. Silas Northwood III. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, pleasure's all mine, Doctor. A man of your knowledge and caliber. Why, you must have a thousand things you could teach me.
Perhaps. We shall have to see.
So is your shift about done there, Frank?
Yeah, I'm about to go out for a smoke on the deck, and then I gotta go down and do my final routine after I eat, and then it's all uphill from there. Or downhill, I mean.
All right.
So hit me with it. I'm here for you. I am your vessel.
Well,
Says he
there's
takes a
really-
big sloppy chug of beer.
There's really not much that I could just teach you here. It's more of a hands-on sort of thing, and I don't quite exactly know the system you're working with to give direct pointers to. So I would need to be there to show you. But I am hoping that I can, give you that little edge that you've been looking for.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Make that night manager know who's boss around there. You know.
Yeah. So, I have you. So you want to have a look around?
But yeah, so I can show you.
Looks around. Yeah, all right, I got you. Let me finish eating my fucking food, though, eh?
Take your time.
So, kid,
What's going on?
you poking the dame or what?
No, Frank. No, I am not.
That was a damn shame, kid. She seemed awful bossy to have around.
I'm not looking to get tied down yet. You know what I mean, Frank?
I wasn't talking about getting tied down, kid. Besides, you're young, you're free, you're Pokemon trainers, right? Gotta get out there and meet girls. You're a hot commodity. You walk into town, you say, hey, bada boom, bada bing, I'm a hero.
Especially with that rip in his shirt. They all just swim.
Especially with that rip in your shirt, kid.
Guess it just never crossed my mind.
I
You
mean,
know,
for
I'm
me,
always
it
just- I'm always
screams a
just-
little... For me, it's a little overplayed, but... Lesser minds. You know, I can see where it has its charms.
It reveals a little bit of them abs you got under there hidden.
Yeah, but it almost betrays the not trying guy facade. You know, it's
Oh,
almost
that's
too
not a
much.
facade.
Well, is the Ripper facade?
I mean, I just haven't really been able to afford another shirt.
Well, I saw you wearing that Hawaiian shirt the other day.
That button up isn't my style. Isn't really my style, though. You know, if you got buttons, you gotta leave the buttons open.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. You'd rather have a rip in your shirt than wear a normal shirt.
Perhaps just wear the button up with no shirt underneath.
Exactly. That would show you don't care. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt, nobody would think you care about nothing.
Like you're just always ready to take it off and enjoy a nice day in the sun.
Like you just don't give a shit what people think.
You know, maybe I'll give that a shot tomorrow.
I like your style, Dr. Silas.
He just gives him a nod.
You're sort of a no-nonsense to you that I appreciate.
Most certainly.
How those
So,
Corelli's, man? It was pretty good.
Oh, you just pop him in his mouth. and then opening his mouth all the way to breathe cool it while in his mouth.
Oh, no, God. You know, Frank, it's probably better if you let those cool down before you put them in your mouth.
Where's the fun in that, kid? Gotta eat them just like Ma used to make.
I'm not going to explore that path.
He said, "That's a hook that I'm denying, DM. You fucking, you've taken him too far."
So what all do you know about the engine you're working with right now, so far on your own?
It's an engine, and the parts in it move a lot. I've been getting used to the in-out part. The in-outy.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I could give you a little bit of an edge.
And the roundabouts have been looking great too.
All right.
It's the side-to-sides that, like, I don't understand the motion.
We'll get those side-to-sides down for you tonight, Frank.
Thank you, kid. I appreciate it. If there's anything I can do for you, you tell Frank, okay?
Yeah, you got it. You got it, pal.
Yeah, well, should we get going, old man?
Lead the way.
Takes you over to takes his plates back, you know. Takes you over to the door and he said, "Now, you're not technically supposed to be back here, but you're with me. So don't fucking worry about it.
Understood.
Besides, I can trust you, right?"
Of course.
It's not like one of the Pokemon trainers trying to blow a hole in the ship. Come on, I'll show you around.
Doctor's
Want
in
me
the
to-
name. You can always
You want me
trust
to? He's got a good point. You want me to step back?
You can come if you like to. Actually, why don't you stay here, kid? I'm gonna take the old man around.
Sure. Sure, I'll sit back this time.
That's what I like about you, kid. You have a fucking talk back.
Wow. Wow.
He winks.
Alright, Frank, war declared.
So, he takes you through and into a long metallic hallway, framed on either side by a series of doors. He says, don't mind the bunks. We don't keep them up very much. Don't spend a whole lot of time in them, besides sleeping.
Makes sense.
Work, eat, you sleep. Bada bing, bada boom.
Hey,
Here, and there's a variety of sailors sleeping on bunk beds stocked 3 high of flimsy, what it looks like some sort of flimsy like metal pulling. Think like those black, like thin black shelves,
okay.
but larger. Sleeping on sort of dark green cots with small blankets atop them.
Seems
Sprawled
really
out.
cozy.
That beats sleeping at home. You ain't got a missus, do you?
Yeah, I do.
What's her name?
Long time ago, Frank. It's a long time ago.
I understand. We all lost a lot. My mom died. I don't want to get into it too much, but, we all been there.
Then you can understand.
Absolutely. Oh, here we are at the stairs. Watch your step as we go down here.
Alright.
It's just large clanking metal stairs spiraling down to the next floor through a large rectangular hole in the floor. He takes you down and into the engine bay.
Okay.
You see before you a variety of people at work on varying parts of the ship. Systems along the walls that take care of things like the electricity, heating and cooling. People working shifts on janitorial duties, things of this nature.
How many people in general does he see at this time?
At work at this time,
Yeah.
roughly a dozen, a little under.
You know, it's so
But
crowded
they
out
move
here,
they
Frank?
move in and around. What's up?
I say, is it always so crowded around here, Frank?
Oh, there's always people looking after the machines. Although I think the night shift is a little chiller. And up at the front of the ship, you can see a large engine. See its exhaust being funneled out of the ship and up through the middle to the smokestacks above.
Well, let's go give this thing a look, Frank.
Yeah, follow me. The engine itself, Dr. Silas, as you guys are getting closer, is inset sort of in the end of the room. Think of it almost arched in sort of a cubby at the end of the hall. A massive engine. It stands at least 6 feet tall, and you see within it the telltale white lights of flashing before a sort of oven-like crystalline door plating, the telltale signs of Pokemon fission.
I see.
What do you see, Doc?
Well, this is quite a complex piece of machinery you got down here. I was expecting.
Yeah,
to
it
find
clearly
some sort of-
it clearly as you're looking over it, sort of transfers a lot of this power to kinetic force through a series of gears and trying to think of what the connectors are called, but wow, can't think of the word, but a variety of kinetic
pistons, relays.
pistons. The word that for when you have a bar that connects two gears, sort of in a hyperbole.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Gear shaft. No.
gear shaft. Thank you. Yeah, shafts. Thank you. He says, "Yeah, I have no clue what I'm looking at."
All right. Well, give me just a minute to give it a looks over. And let's see. I'll take a few notes for you. And let's see. And he'll whip
You kind
out,
of get up into the cubby. You can kind of get around the engine
yeah,
with the back of it sort of obscured.
All right. He'll get up in there. And just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Gets up in there and gives it a real good, thorough looking over. And he's gonna kind of like sketch out and take notes on some of the functions and workings and how it's constructed and things of that nature.
Yeah, you kind of go around as you're kind of looking it over, sort of from out of the cubby. You know, you hear Frank. "Oh, what's taking you so long, Doc?"
Well, I gotta look directly at it, sketch it a bit, get some notes for you.
Sketch it a bit. I just need you to tell me what the parts do.
Well, yeah, but then as you have reference material, you can look at it again later and understand it more deeply. Just give me a sec. And then he'll slide around into the cubby itself and on the backside and get a good fucking look at this power system.
Yeah, I mean it's a regular new Pokemon Fission engine, as you've come to understand it. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I mean, obviously, from Silas's point of view, he's looking is there a critical part that he could that if damaged would cause maximum.
Oh, there's a variety of particular parts you could. The
Also,
amount of intricate bits involved in this operation.
If simply the containment was lost on the fusion reactor, that in and of itself would cause, I'm sure, quite the catastrophic failure.
That would result in an explosion.
Yeah. Hey, Frank.
You ever have to stick stuff in here? Pokeballs, things like that.
What? No! Runs itself. I just gotta make sure the parts are working.
He'll kind of dip back behind. Does it look like there's any sort of energy readings or like levels, or he's trying to find some sort of control panel
Sure.
to interface
Make me
with?
a tech education check.
19.
All right. Yes. Hidden behind a panel, you unscrew it to find sort of a levels reading.
Where's it sitting?
Oh, I mean, it's nearly 90%.
Does this panel have any amount of control access?
No, it just has a series of meters. One containing information on the heat intensity of the fission, as well as others that are monitoring output.
Yeah. Does he come across the like chamber in which where you'd actually like plug a ball in to power and charge it?
You would know that you don't put a ball in.
Oh, yeah, I guess I've never directly asked that before. But
What you actually do is knock them out, knock them unconscious, while tethered, and stick them in live.
I see. And then you like close them in the chamber and
Mhm.
start the reaction.
Yep.
Which I imagine once that happens, they're immediately.
You would know that one Pokemon fueled Pallet Town for a year. There was a yearly ritual where you would all, or where the men of the village would, if there was no Pokemon trainers to be had,
Right.
as there weren't for many years, go out and hunt one Pokemon. In the beginning, that was a difficult task and was met with many deaths. But as the years rolled on, as the technology began to emerge for you guys to combat the Pokemon, became more of a tradition and festival. But those first years, what's up?
I imagine once the reaction has started, like the Pokemon loses all form and coherence and just becomes a well of energy.
Yes, but you would know that Asakura had memories of, or told you of memories of hearing the Pokemon screaming within.
So it's still alive.
That's what the child said. I don't believe she remembers she said that. It's one of those things she said before you worked on her.
Right. It's one of the key events that drew me to her in the first place.
Yes, exactly, precisely.
Okay. Well, he'll do about 2 separate sketches.
Mhm.
One is more rudimentary and basic, but still has some solid info in there for Frank, and then he also does a quick rendition of something more complex and more detailed for himself.
Okay. And then you would return to Frank.
Yeah.
As you're coming around the side of the engine, sort of looking over it again, looking over the drawing, Frank comes up around the engine and slams a forearm into you, holding you against the wall.
What you doing there, Frank?
What the fuck do you think is going on here?
I'm helping you out. I had to understand what I was looking at first.
So you're sketching it?
For you,
Oh, yeah?
would you like to have it?
Leans in. Puts a hand out.
I give it to him.
He looks at it, chucks it behind him, empty your pockets.
Why?
Because I don't trust you right now.
You're the one who invited me down here, sir.
Don't mean I didn't get bad vibes from you.
Well, then you should have declined my offer.
So you gonna empty your pockets or not?
You know, I don't like the way this is turning, Frank. And
I
it's
don't
quite
either.
disrespectful.
I agree. If you had nothing to hide, you would just empty your pockets. And this would all be over. Oh, he's gonna stand like this all day?
No, I'm debating the recourse of my actions, Frank. I have a number of options here. Many of them don't end well for you.
Well, as I sees it, your options are you turn out your pockets, or I'm gonna be going to higher authorities. Whether you like it or not, I'm the head engineer. And as I see it, you're casing my engine.
Yes, because that's exactly what you wanted me to do.
Then turn out your pockets, and we'll be done with this.
All right. And he'll begin to turn out his pockets.
I mean, he will try to go through all your stuff. Is that happening?
I'm very debating pulling out the shotgun and blowing his head off at the moment. Sorry, hold on.
I love this debate.
Quick question
For me or for Frank?
for you.
Yeah, sure.
How big is this this chamber that incinerates Pokemon? And could it say fit a body?
It could probably fit a body. Now, the opening to the nuclear fission is on the exterior of the engine and outside, facing the outside of this sort of cubby in the wall. You would likely be quite visible to others working in the chamber.
Also, I think they would hear the shotgun go off.
Yes. Yes.
It's not quiet.
That's a silent shotgun.
How big is this chamber that all the workers are in?
How big is the shotgun?
It's the length of the boat, so about 80 feet.
Are they all generally in one area?
No, they're scattered about the chamber.
So you would say
I would say-
they're
There's nobody who can see you now. You guys are in sort of back in this cubby area where the engine is housed. The engine is whirring next to you. You're sort of on the back right of it, as I imagine it, and he's got you slammed against the wall with a forearm.
Well, if he wants to go through my shit, he's gonna have to pull that. He's gonna have to end that engagement.
Yes, he will if you are offering to show him your stuff.
So one would say that a burst 2 would not grab all of the incidentals in the room.
No, a burst 2 absolutely would not.
Frank, does Frank look like a healthy man?
Healthy in what way?
Does he look easily killable?
He has bags under his eyes. He looks sleep deprived. He is out of shape. He does not look mentally healthy. But he's kind of strong.
And let's say, next question.
Mm-hmm.
When someone is flinched, they are like entirely dazed, right? They can't.
They will not
speak
take a
or say
turn.
Anything.
No.
Can,
I'll give you
can they
that.
Still speak.
I would say no.
Frank's about to die.
This is not the outcome I envisioned, but I'll take it. What do you do, Dr. Silas, as Frank
Oh,
backs
boy.
away?
Here goes all of our plans.
Frank forced me to do it.
What do you have on you that is incriminating?
Fuck ton. You don't understand.
In your pockets or in like your bag in your room?
I suppose that
Are
is
you-
a good point too.
Yeah.
I was actually curious how you even got the shotgun in the room without anyone
Yeah,
seeing
I
it.
was gonna
Yeah,
say there's probably not a shotgun here regardless, but it didn't seem like he was gonna use it, so I was leaving it be.
Do you picture Dr. Silas carrying all of his things with him at all time on his boat?
No.
So remember, you actually specifically saying you had your shotgun lined up against the wall. I don't know if you carried it
Yeah.
out with you every morning, but
No.
you have to figure out what you have on, what you'd be carrying on you.
Now, because if this were to result in conflict, normally I can only use one Pokemon in a normal battle, correct? Does that apply to this sort of situation?
What do you mean?
Could I summon two?
One Pokemon at a time? No.
Okay.
What are you doing, Dr. Silas?
Well. Well.
Or it's 9:20. Should we end here?
Probably
I want-
should.
I wanted to end the scene, but if you really need to deliberate about this, we could just end it here.
Never expected to have Frank put us in a bind.
I didn't either, but I did not expect Dr. Silas to take so much time back there. And I'm like, Frank starts to suspect. I was sitting here thinking about Frank. I'm like, fuck, the Frank I've written, Frank will start to suspect.
I want to know what Dr. Silas has in his pockets that he's so worried about him finding.
Well, the second drawing for one.
The drawing he has in his pocket.
Oh. Well, we're about to all of our plans are about to go down the shithole then.
Or they won't. There's just there's so many ways this could go.
Well, so I'm
I think there are many paths out of this situation for you.
Yes, agreed. But I'm having a struggle as a player because as a player, I feel like I know what the best move is, but I have to think of it in the light of what would Silas do,
Yeah,
and that's what's giving me pause.
I understand. Silas, you feel very deeply that Silas would just end this man's whole career.
Yes.
I would like. I think this is perfect. I think we will end it here. You can sit on this for a week. Come to terms with what Silas would do. He can talk to me about it a little.
Yeah. I agree.
Frank's fate will be decided next episode.
Because there's a complex series of thoughts here that I have to talk out as Silas.
Yeah, because you gotta think there's no way no one else will not hear or see this.
About how long has he been in there?
Back there, making that. He said he made an intricate drawing for himself, and he made a simple drawing for Frank. Like, I don't care. That I did not have an exact time, but that is enough time for him to be concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just asking for Damien.
I see. That makes sense. That was the thing. I hadn't come up with a time yet, so then let me try and wager a time then, because I don't think it'd be ridiculously long, but like,
because my intention was for him to go back there and just kind of case it out a little bit too. If it got to be like an incredibly long time,
I'm thinking it took him at least 15 minutes to draw that.
okay, I wouldn't be going in after 15 minutes.
That's the thing, is I think that's enough time for because I'm trying to rationalize what that time would be too, because I really didn't decide to conceptualize the amount of time, but now it is becoming important. Enough time for him to do a full intricate drawing and a rough drawing of that. And I assume he was pushing for time too, so I think 15 minutes is a generous offer for how fast that would be.
For just the drawing itself, and then there was the talking and the casing and the getting there.
That's true. There was.
I feel like it'd be closer to 30-40 minutes by now.
That's fair.
And we did like a general sweep and observation of the room itself.
Well, consider if you would have done something in 30 to 4 minutes as well, Damien. Oh, this is very somber, boys. I know it was not a triumphant ending, but
Frank.
There's a 90% chance Frank dies here.
now you said there was a 95% chance that you were betraying the party. So
That's true, too.
we've seen your 90% takes fail.
And he still did betray the party in a few ways.
Oh, in many ways, and we'll probably do so many times more.
Until we kill him.
The current off the top of my head working theory. Right, this is the Frank die scenario that's in my head.
is I start emptying out my pockets, and as I'm emptying out my pockets, I summon Meowth directly behind him. Meowth, he has the move Fake Out, which as soon as he enters the encounter, it allows him to take a priority action and use it, and it immediately flinches. In addition to doing damage, which would effectively stun lock him, and allow another attack from Meowth and an attack from Silas.
Yep.
So 3 attacks, 2 of which are from a Pokemon. I'm fairly certain that would kill him. Because
True, and then
he would
and you're there
fake
with
out
that.
into Fury Swipes. So like you're looking at 60 something damage just from Meowth before he can even talk. And,
Yeah, I'm neither confirming nor denying your plans.
and Silas being like a level 9 trainer, you know, I'm in the high 80s for hit points, so assuming he doesn't even have a fraction of my health because I have a lot of stats.
I don't know, dude. He's head engineer.
He's got levels of engineer.
Then you gotta think about what you're gonna do with the dead body. If you get caught with a dead body, then we're all screwed. You're not gonna be able to talk your way out of that one.
No.
And then we're, what, 5 days away from an island? There's no way we would ever beat the boat there. And Dr. Silas is a smart man. I don't think he would take that risk. That would ruin everything, just killing this one man.
Yeah, I also think you have to consider that quite a few people saw you come down here with him.
Yes.
That's true too. Unless I just kill them all.
And then the ship has no crew, and we're fucked anyways. And then most likely we get into a fight with all the other Pokemon trainers, and we lose.
But yeah, this is your squad, Dr. Silas. This is your squad you're fighting with. Frank's on your team. He's just trying to get away from his wife.
Like, there's no, in my opinion, there's no way this ends good if you kill this man.
Yeah, but how equally damaging is it if he gets that wrong?
Well, that all depends on what you say after you give it to him.
Yeah, like, he's not a smart man.
Maybe you offer him something.
Yeah, he's also that. He's also that type of man.
Silas is beginning to think is that Frank and his story is a load of horse shit.
That what is?
That Frank and his story is filled with a lot of horse shit.
His story.
Yeah.
Frank's actually a spec op soldier.
All because you took way too long looking at an engine and made him suspicious. Now he's...
Well, no, what Navarre's suspecting is that your boy's a plant.
Yeah, your boy's not who we think he is.
Right. That
Your
or
boy
even
is
if he's-
Your boy's Professor Frank.
Well, if that's true, then he has Pokemon with him, and then we're fucked anyways.
Well, that was a joke, but
I'm just saying, like,
he
if
can't be a professor. His name isn't a tree.
We've already confirmed those are an alias.
I know. I'm joking.
and also we don't know Frank's
Professor
last name.
Pine.
We also don't know Frank's last name. It could be Frank Pine.
No, we do know his name.
What is his last name then?
Tatsuhiko.
Oh, is that a type of tree?
I don't believe so.
I don't know. It could be a Japanese
If I accidentally did, I don't want to be. I don't want to be labeled.
All right. Well, pirates tomorrow, right?
Believe so.
Yes. Pirates.
Guess what? I've commissioned someone to draw Genos for me.
Hey,
Can you get him to draw Brutus too? Could we get like a multi-pack deal?
Yes.
And we can do all the characters in the same style. It'd look great for the stream.
I would agree.
I'm not saying you front all this money.
I was
like,
about to say
If there's an amount off, we could get for like buying them all.
I could
I'm
ask. I
What's
could
your
ask,
rate
but I
the
don't
one
know.
that you got.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I'm going.
I'm just curious if
for-
we can get it. I would. I'm just saying.
So they're not even that expensive, okay? Like something that we could easily use, just like a bust, is $30. Like that's not super expensive with me dealing with art, people who do commissions in art. What I've
Yeah.
ordered is a thigh up, which is $50, and then a full body is $90, I think.
Yeah, I would want to pay a little less than 30. Unfortunately, as much as I love artists, I think they
No, I
should
know,
be paid. I'm
I get you.
impoverished.
No, I got you. If you guys are serious about this, and we could probably just do busts, I'd be willing to front any money that the others couldn't afford
I just have to think about it.
within
I just-
reason.
My picture just doesn't look like Brutus to me, so I gotta decide if I need
Within-
Brutus.
Within reason, I'd be willing to help anyone else pay for the money if we're just going to do it with the bust idea, because that's not ridiculous in my opinion.
Well, let's do one for each Pokemon.
No, I'm not doing that because
We're talking about we'll get hand drawings of the prince.
I might have
Okay.
paid.
As far as stream goes, tomorrow evening we do have pirates, so feel free to join us then. It'll be around the same time starting. And until then, have a fantastic evening.